There we go. Good morning. It is good to have you guys on here today. And Sharon, good to see you today. Let me know where you're from, what type of business you're in. I'd love to find that out. Janet, you're back on. Good to see you today. Are you still at High Point? And Coco joined. MR Grove is on. Good to have you all on here this morning. We're going to be talking about productivity in the real world. You know, when you're running a brick and mortar store like several of us are, let's see, Janet says, back in Kentucky, I'm exhausted. I completely understand that, Janet. And Flo and Steve, you're on. Good to see you this morning. You helped me to be productive yesterday, and so I'm going to try to pay it forward a little bit here. I'm going to be talking today about just 3 productivity hacks. Katen Designs, hi from Nashville. I make handmade accessories. Excellent. Connie, you're on today. Good to see you. You had a win this weekend, and I'm so excited for you. Both you and Gina had your fashion shows this weekend, and despite everything, the weather didn't cooperate with you, but you still had a successful weekend, and that is just awesome. Love that. Gina, who may be joining us here later this morning, she had the same thing. They had a big snowfall up there, and she let the show go on, and her fashion show brought in about I think she had 70 guests, which was just awesome. So Coco saying hi, hello. Well, let me go live on Facebook here in just a minute, and we will get started with our content. I never want to waste a single minute of your day, and so here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, whoops, there we go. I think we are live on Facebook. Let's see. Yes. Well, good morning, everyone. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Vicki Adrian. I'm a longtime retailer for over 33 years in the little town of Buhler, Kansas. Our retail store's name is Adrian's Boutique, and you can go to our Facebook page and check that out. But what I really do here on Periscope and Facebook Live, and Connie's saying the show must go on, rain or shine. Absolutely. Today we've got a show going on in the rain as well. So, but my background is retail. I absolutely love what I get to do. But here on Periscope and on Facebook Live, I love to talk to other business owners and do what I can to help you take your business forward. And so today we're going to be talking about productivity. We've been talking about it all week, actually. And as people continue to join, I love having you on. Joe Grigsby, I think I saw that you were joining us. Good to have you. I think I had a first yesterday. I had a taxidermist join our Remarkable Retailer Facebook group, and I can't wait to catch up with him and just see what type of business, what he does to market his business, and I just think that's very interesting. So would you do me a favor if you're a Periscope watcher, if you would just hit the share button. I got a message this morning saying it was not automatically sharing to Twitter. I would just appreciate if you would go ahead and do that for me. And as always, we just are trying to get the word out. So here we go with today's topic. Get your most important work done. And we're going to be talking about this all week. So we are, I've just got several things that I took as takeaways from an episode of Michael Hyatt's This Is Your Life podcast. And Michael is one of my favorite authors and speakers, and I think he just is a really all-around a great businessman. So here are some things that I thought related to us that are in the brick and mortar or the retail space. He's in the online business, but a lot of them translate well. So number 1, identify your must-dos. So what are 3 things that I absolutely positively must get done today in order to have a win, to be successful and productive? Remember the old commercial when it absolutely positively must be there overnight? I think that was FedEx, but that has stuck in my mind for years. What are those things that you absolutely positively must get done today? This allows me to focus on what's really important, because just like you, I get interruptions all throughout my day. So I might get a team member might pop in the office, out on the floor. Helping someone might take a lot longer than I was expecting, and all of a sudden I'm distracted and I'm not getting the most important things done. So if you're not if you're not careful, the urgent can take precedence over the important. And about a week ago, we talked about the difference between what constituted an emergency. And we talked about it. And what an emergency is you need to call the fire truck. You need an ambulance. That's an emergency. There are things that are urgent, yes, that we must take care of. And those are the things that go on your list. So we need to do our important work first. So the must-dos are the important things. I love the book Getting Things Done by David Allen, and in my task manager I have things like errands, calls, things I'm waiting for. One of the tags that I use is must do. So the 3 items that are must do items are the items that I tag with that must do. These are the only things that I have on my to-do list. I do mine on paper most of the time, so those are the 3 things that are on my list. The rest of the things are on the back side of the page. So, that's just another little thing you can try. Of course, we all have to have our own little method, but that works pretty well because you're not distracted by those things that, yes, they are urgent, but they are not the most important. So, one thing that Michael said in his podcast about this was, once these things are done, I'll go deal with the 5 or 6 other things that I could do. But then I at least get to the end of the day thinking, okay, I didn't get everything done, which I rarely do either, but I got the most important things done. I got the must-do things done. So does that make sense to you? And I saw Connie, you jumped back on here. Great. There's going to be an endless supply of tasks for you to do. So don't feel bad if you don't get them all done. Just make sure that you get the most important things done. And you can have a pretty successful life if you do that. My daughter married a wonderful man who is very task-oriented, and he just cannot come home until he gets his list done. And so this is something he knows he's aware of, and he is working on to let go of some of those things and to delegate them. And that's what we're going to talk about next. And so for the first time in his career, he has team members that he can delegate to. And so we get to the point because we've built our business by ourselves, a lot of times here. And so it's hard for us to learn to delegate. So that's the thing we're going to talk about next. So if you're going to be productive, if you're going to be your most productive, you have got to get good at delegation. And how do we get good at it? We practice it, just like riding a bicycle. So Michael did another episode on this called How to Delegate Even If You Don't Have a Staff. And I had some comments yesterday on Periscope from a young lady who said, I'm the only one in my business. And I totally understand that. That's where I started out, and that's where a lot of you started out here, and you might still be there, that you don't have a staff. So that would be an excellent episode for you to catch on Michael's website. So you can start small, so you don't have to have a big team to delegate. So this is not just for big corporate executives sitting in a corner office with a secretary. I think everyone has to get to the place where they can delegate, even if they don't have a team. So try to focus on what you're best at. The problem is oftentimes when people are just starting out, and this is just a total rookie mistake, but it's in our mind, it's a mindset. They say, you know what, I don't delegate because why? You know the answer to this. Because it takes me just as long to explain it as it does for me to just do it myself. I can do it so much faster. How many of you have said that? It is just, I am so guilty of that. I think, oh, I need to let go of that, but I can do it so much quicker if I just do it myself. We need to get past that. So, of course, that is true the first time, but let's say that it takes twice as long the first time you delegate it to someone else. but because you have to explain it first. So yes, you have to write some documentation to outline what needs to be done. Let's see, but you're trying to offload something either that you don't like or that you're not very good at. So you're going to delegate it to somebody, and it's going to take longer that first time but if you do it well, that's the last time that you're ever going to have to do it. So what are some things that you can delegate to a team member today? Some things that I delegate are the pricing of the products, so unpacking and pricing of products. Of course, I have set the prices in advance on my purchase orders, so my girls in the back know exactly how to price things. And in case you think I have this giant team in the back, that is not true. There's usually one person back there, and this time of year, they're even very part-time. So, pricing products. You don't need to be putting price stickers on things. You need to be running your business. So visual merchandising of the products in our store. Again, this is something I love to do. I love to get out there and build displays. But I have hired a girl that is way better than me at doing this. And she works part-time, so it's not like I have this giant staff. She comes in 2 to 3 days a week, and that's her main focus. Yes, she takes care of customers, but that's her main focus. The other thing is bill paying, the actual writing of the checks. This is not something that I enjoy doing. I did it for a lot of years, but now I hire someone to come in. She works 1 to 2 hours a week. She comes in one night a week. She takes care of that for me. We write thank you cards to every customer who has spent $50 or more on that day's visit. And so although I like doing that, I like to write thank you cards, the girls up at the front counter do that now, so I don't do that. Cleaning the store, I don't do that anymore. We have our staff members take turns. I've thought about having a cleaning service, but we're in a very small town. I don't really have a cleaning service to call. Unloading freight, that's just something I am in the office. I don't do that anymore. Wrapping gifts, I'll do that if I'm needed, but I have the girls up front do that. Doing window displays, again, I have someone who does a great job at that now, although I used to do that. Organizing the warehouse, I have the girls do a much better job of that than I do, and so I don't go over there anymore. Preparing our gourmet food samples. Again, something I can do, but I don't need to be doing that. They do it. So taking mail to the post office, taking deposits to the bank, shopping for supplies, shopping for ingredients for our gourmet food samples, inventories before ordering product. All of those things I can do, I used to do, but I don't do them anymore. So I know that at times I feel guilty that my team might be out there unloading a truck. And just yesterday, I was the one who unloaded a truck because I was the only one here. The guy came early in the morning. However, there comes a time in our businesses that we just can't possibly do everything anymore. And we provide employment to another person, and then another one, and then another one. It's our job to be the captain of the ship. To make sure, and Connie's saying, that's what they get paid for. We need to run our business. Amen, sister, you are on it. But Connie, I don't know about you, but I tend to take these things back. I give the responsibilities away, and then I kind of take them back because I'm comfortable doing them. And so, but yes, we are providing employment to another person. We must spend our time charting the direction of where we need to go and figuring out how to get there. So our number 3 thing today is invest in coaching. And so I just want you to know, I've always believed in the power of coaching. And throughout my entire 33-year career, I have been coached by many other business leaders through a lot of ways, through mastermind groups, to listening to, back in the day, cassette tapes, CDs, now it's podcasts and periscopes. I've attended conferences. I've read many, many books, mountains of books, private coaching and consulting, and that continues today, over 33 years later. So I truly believe that you should always be in a place where you are being coached by someone, and someone that is just ahead of you, and that you should always be coaching someone who's just a little bit behind you in their experience. And we just learn so much when we are teaching others. So I love the accountability that comes from group coaching, and I love the progress that you can make so much faster when you are involved in private coaching. So Michael says this about coaching: I used to talk about investing in education, but it's really more than that. Coaching is, sorry, I lost my place. Coaching is more than that. I've written a post on this called 3 Ways to Go Further Faster, and it's about the benefit of coaching. It doesn't always mean hiring a coach. You can get coaching today by reading the best, most important information. I just read a book, and Michael is saying this, and I haven't read it yet, but I will certainly check it out, called Extreme Productivity: Boost Your Results, Reduce Your Hours, because I still need coaching. Mirror's Edge said, I need help. Oh boy, don't we all do. And I think the important thing is just finding that help. Invest in some coaching then. Let's see, as productive as you think I am, I still know there's room for me to get even more productive. So I'm constantly investing in coaching and investing in education. Beyond that, you can sign up for specialized classes, or you can go to conferences. Never stop being a learner, because someone who's always learning, always asking questions and inviting input. You never get to a level where there isn't something more to learn. Running a business changes every 30 seconds in this technological age. So the final thought is that you can get better at productivity. It's like a muscle you exercise. The more you focus on it, the better you get. The more you learn about it, the more productive you are. So you just have to have the intention to start with, and then begin to educate yourself. The example has been set for us today in showing that even Michael Hyatt, who has, I can't even tell you, 700,000 on his email list, that he's reading a new book on productivity right now. So that is just excellent. I want to thank you for all of you that joined me today. It's always just an honor to you take the time to spend. Let's get rid of them. I just appreciate you being here. And if you're running a small business, I want you to know that you're not alone. There are other people out there that you can communicate with that can help you walk through things that you may not be an expert on yet, but we are always learning together. So if you're listening today and you're not already on the Remarkable Retailer email list, please just take 30 seconds, pop over to our website at remarkableretailer.com. You can click on my picture on the right-hand side of the page. We've got an absolutely free Remarkable Retailer resource guide over there for you today. And the other thing is, if you want to catch old episodes of this, you can find them at vimeo.com/Vicki Adrian. They are absolutely free, and there's lots of episodes over there so that you can zone in on certain areas of your business that you might be struggling with. So if you're enjoying being here on the Remarkable Retailer Periscope, I would love to have you stop by our Facebook page and just click the like button, leave us a comment. We love to know that there's real people out there that we're talking to. And of course, you can always drop me an email at Vicki, V-I-C-K-I, at remarkableretailer.com. And I'll be more than happy to visit with you and try to point you in the right direction. So until next time, keep the faith. Have a great day out there today. And just thank you so much for joining me on the journey to Remarkable. Whether you are a retailer or a taxidermist or are running a restaurant or any other type of business. And Kate in Design says, thanks. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am just honored that you were on here. So thank you. Very good. I'm glad that I can be helpful to all of you. And we will see you again, hopefully bright and early tomorrow morning, right here on Periscope and Facebook Live. Something happened and my Facebook Live went dead today, so I am no longer over there at this point. But I will see you back tomorrow morning. Have a fabulous, productive day. Bye-bye.